Hey there, this one is for my leaders. Have you ever heard the terminology familiarity breeds contempt? Well, it is true. The people closest to us can sometimes value us the least. And that can include our family members, our friends, or people sometimes that we lead in ministry or at your specific job. Sometimes the people who support you the most are not even your family or the ones around you. Sometimes it is a stranger. And that is because the phrase familiarity breeds contempt is very, very true. Sometimes it's not that they don't honor us or they can't value us. It's just because they see us all the time, they're around us all the time, they feed from us all the time, and so sometimes they forget the value that you bring, and sometimes it can breed contempt. Let's look at the role of a pastor. I'm a pastor, right? And so, as a ministry leader, I would believe that the Lord called me to preach, to teach, to build up, and to make sure that I'm discipling and taking care of the flock. I'm maintaining a certain level of righteousness and purity and being an example of the believer. I'm evangelizing and, just leading people by example overall. But what that doesn't include, it does not include that I must go to a baby shower, birthday party, or show up at a graduation or something like that. We do things like those because we love people and we want to. And some of us have busy schedules, like myself, I'm bivocational. And I try to show for people the best way that I can. But sometimes those expectations can now start to come out of the familiarity. So it's because, I'm close to pastor and I can talk to pastor and pastor, this and that. So it's like, no, you have an expectation that is not even realistic or not even biblical. And so it starts to breed some kind of contempt. But Jesus said it best. He said, a prophet is without honor but in his own country. And so overexposure can make people forget the weight of who you are, and sometimes the oil that you carry, they don't value it as much. And just because someone has access to us doesn't mean that they really honor us. And it's not about honor, nobody's sitting here and, oh, I want people to honor me, and we know that's not the point of why I'm sharing this. It's really thinking about how do you deal with this as a leader, knowing that those that you spend the most time with sometimes does not respect the oil or the gift on your life when somebody else would kill or die for it, right? So you have to really just guard your value. When others are casual with it, guard your value, knowing what you bring to the table, knowing that what you have somebody else wants and your gift is to, and talent is for somebody else out there. Guard your talent. It's not that we're going to cut off ourselves from people and we're only going to talk to certain people, but we're going to build up boundaries that will help people to understand that we can't just mentor everybody. We can't just give everybody access to us in every aspect of our lives. We have to, guard our gifts. We have to preserve our substance. And with that, I believe people, will see your value and your worth even more. But in the meantime, we have to guard our hearts also. That's what the scripture tells us. You have to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're not allowing every little thing to bother you and affect you. But never do anything with the hope of being honored or being acknowledged or people valuing you. Do it for the Lord. Be humble like Jesus Christ and wash feet. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out and give advice where it's not warranted. I'm not going to mentor somebody who's not going to listen to the advice or is not going to value what I'm going to say or value me. I'm not going to spend the time pouring into that cup because I'm wasting my substance. And the scripture tells us don't throw your pearls to the swine. So have a blessed day, leaders. Preserve your substance. Guard your heart because familiarity breeds contempt. Bless you.